Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to yet another of my chronicles of Dark Souls 1. So, we've got rid of the gargoyles in the last episode, and my second primary objective after the gargoyles is going down here, defeating that demon over there, and continuing down the forest where there's a nice butterfly, some lovely armor that I may or may not wear, and most importantly our friend Havel, which hopefully I'll be able to defeat, because that guy hits hard. Havel will allow us to wear the Elite Knight set, which is too heavy right now. So after pondering, I decided that it's about damn time I play a spear character. I haven't done a spear character in all of my Souls playthroughs. I always, sometimes wield it, but really always just avoid it. So you know what? For Dark Souls 1, I'm gonna be doing a spear build, which is kind of a standard dexterity build really. I'm gonna be with the winged spear for a while, but there are gonna be better spears later. Anyway, let's see if I can reinforce this weapon further. No, not modify, reinforce weapon. I don't think I can, but let's see. Would you look at the Black Knight sword? Looks great, to be honest. It's only the aesthetic that makes me... Oh yeah, I can't. I need to plus enhance it in order to... Alright. So let's do this, because in Dark Souls you still have to repair your wares beforehand. So that said, do you have anything for me? It's only Titanite shard. Well, see you in a bit. Seeing that that's a lightning demon, using a gold pine resin is not gonna be beneficial to us. If only I had a burning pine resin. Oh well. Well, let's have fun, me and you. Ow. I keep forgetting that he's kinda quick, and the better or the best way to do so is to just poke him from behind like this. But he still does this. So go back and do the same. This demon, I had so much trouble defeating this demon the first time. Like you see, I did the same thing I did on my first playthrough. First of all, I had the heavy roll, not like now, which is the fast roll. And with this fast roll, I should be basically invulnerable because it's one of the best rolls in the Souls series. But still, my timing was incorrect, thus I died. So, because of that, I kept dying. My timing was always incorrect. Still, it's been a while since I fought this idiot, and I did not watch my stamina. I was not conservative in my attacks. What? That was weird, buddy. What hit me? And I just kept dying and trying back and dying and trying and dying and trying. I think I did die a good deal. I thought he's got a lightning attack. Maybe I was wrong. If you don't dodge correctly, you'll get hit, because it feels like he's heavy, but really his attacks are pretty fast, as you can see, and he will get you with his tail, so it's a bit problematic. Ooh. That was a bit close, wasn't it? But yeah, if we come with a nice weapon, a leveled up weapon, or the dragon sword, he will be defeated pretty easy. If I had the Black Knight sword, he will die a lot easier. But since we kept poking him and dealing minimal damage, things were a bit dicey for a bit. That's one of the main reasons why many of us died to him the first time. We do not have enough damage and sustainability to, you know, play perfectly against him. Add to it, if you're new, not knowing about the mechanics of the game, and the result is a pretty disastrous situation. I think I had to defeat him with arrows, a bow and an arrow the first time. We'll go back for that item. So, yeah, I think I did actually, it wasn't... Yeah, I do remember attacking him with a bow and arrow and dodging and standing behind one of the pillars because his attack would not reach me. I bought a ton of arrows, I farmed here after bypassing him and everything, and got back to him, bought a ton of arrows and just attacked him from afar. Took a while, but I killed him. It was only my second playthrough that I killed him properly with a weapon. Oh, the famous Artorias crest and the Artorias door, which is pretty awesome because there's a nice, lovely and amazing way here to farm souls that are NPCs or hostile NPCs that I would like to farm in order to get souls. Now, at this time, as I tried with my other character, I was able to just normally defeat them. You know, I just fought them and backstab, repost, all those things, and they just die. But I learned of the trick on my second playthrough, not my first, that I can just lead them through a certain ledge. We're not going to pick that item, it's a pain in the ass. Makes the trip back and forth here a nightmare. So I learned of that and I just farmed souls there. I don't do that, you know, for a long time, just around 20,000. Kind of like a way to reimburse my Artorias crest that I hopefully will get. This is the way forward in order to get the ring, and it's a really good ring, the Wolf's Ring, because in Dark Souls, poise is a thing. Poise is a really good thing too. So if you have that ring, you will feel the effect of it immediately. Compared to Dark Souls 3, which is kind of sad, where your character just does not have a poise, even though you have a heavy armor. It's like they were too lazy to edit out or code in the mechanics of Dark Souls 1, maybe even 2, and they left, for the most part, the Darks or the Bloodborne kind of mechanics. Ow. It's a bit of a trap, and although the knight looks more menacing, the knight is slower than these things that has long tongues and has lesser range, so killing him is not going to be as hard as it looks like. Ow. Just die, buddy. Now the thing is, he has got that ability which will make us unable to move freely. It's kind of a CC, a crowd control mechanic, where you are slowed and you cannot roll or dodge attacks. which you shouldn't do because you get locked in this weird animation where your character tries to dodge and you can't. So don't do it. Just bring a shield, tank his attacks, and poke him. And when he gets into his animation of slowing you, that's the best window to kick that knight's ass. Go in, attack, attack, attack. By the time the ability is on you, just wait for your stamina to replenish and be ready to tank an attack or two accordingly. Or just do like many, just dodge. You don't have to attack these guys, though they do have a nicer bit of souls. For the more experienced players, just dodge into them, because the frame invulnerabilities of your dodge is good enough. Yay! I did it! Really? Are you here? Oh, I rested at the bonfire. Good thing too, because I would like to be able to get some purple moss. Nevertheless. So, what's the order now? There's a bit of a enemy situation down there. Knights, plants, and stuff. So, there's kind of like a big trap next to the armor right there. So if you go straight to it, things are gonna be dicey unless you plan to run away or just get it and die. Both viable. But ooh, good news, he decided some of his attacks go over your head, so it's good. They can pose a threat, these guys. They can pose a real threat. So yeah. First things first, I'm gonna get the armor. And then, I think I'm gonna go and... yeah, I think I'm gonna be summoning. I have to summon. So I'll just run in, take the armor, and run away. It's pointless to kill them now because they'll be respawning as I sit into the bonfire. So this is the first step. Now the second step is to kindle the bonfire, get enough Estus, and go back here, kill the knights, and summon a dear friend. Guess I can't because stamina is a big problem early on. It's an extreme problem. Summon Beatrice, which is by the way the name of my character in Dark Souls 3. My intelligence character. Oh, I actually need another one. Because I just died. I forgot that I'm dead. And I lost my humanity. So I need two. Reverse hollowing, yes. Good. And kindle, yes. I just realized, as I was perusing through the options, that I now can see the covenants here. Was this new? Enter, join the covenant console. I think this is a new feature. I don't remember it being here. I don't know, maybe I'm wrong, but I am kind of certain that was not there before. And you can join covenants even though you abandon them, without having to go all the way and rejoin. Now, Nopes. Of course, like many enemies in Dark Souls, the best way to defeat them is just to be behind them, especially the big, fat ones. And by fat I mean huge, because they will take a long while to initiate their attacks. And by the time they initiate an attack, you are already behind them. And that's what happens if I don't bring my shield up. I get my ass handed to me. Ow. Can you die, please? Thank you. I appreciate the gesture. There's another one here. This is the biggest problem if you want to summon. And I apologize. It's, as usual, allergy season for me, and my nose is clogged up, my voice is not in a good mood, and I have hoarseness. What can I do? So here you go. Summon Witch Beatrice. Now, the fight ahead of us, the butterfly fight, is one of the most boring fights in this series. It's pointless, you can just dodge the attacks, and it's only time consuming. Unless you're a mage, just like Witch Beatrice, or plan on to going into a range build, like a bow or crossbow. But other than that, if you are a melee character, this fight is so boring. There's nothing to it. Just tosses lasers at you, and then after a certain amount of time, if the butterfly wishes, and if it doesn't bug out or something, it will sit into one of those corners right there, like we can see in the top right corner of the screen, and you can get some attacks on. Some people even one-shot it once it does that. But overall, this was a bad boss fight, to be honest. Although, it's an optional boss fight, so yeah. You don't have to if you don't want to. Though there is a really good item things there that you can, or you need to get. Here's Mr. So yeah, the good news is Beatrice is gonna own it, as you can see. Holy crap. Almost there. Can I go? The only problematic thing is Beatrice is kind of dumb, as you can see. Ow! That's one of the rare attacks that are problematic. But yeah. No, sorry. Thank you. Soul of the Moonlight Butterfly and a humanity. Thank you. First time. Did not know that there is a Beatrice. That was you saw that summon. It was a bit of an iffy summon. Did not have humanity. I got my ass handed to me by the knights and the moss and all the enemies down there. And as I reached the butterfly, I had nothing. Did not know that there is this fight, how this fight work. I died a bunch of times. It was a pain in the buttocks. I do remember it. But eventually, I won. Again, I had a bow at the time, I think. No, the first time I didn't have a bow. I just died there until she just got bored of me, the butterfly that is. And she just died. Yeah. Eventually I figured out the mechanics and I was able to kill her. But yeah. Was this a optional boss fight or was it? I think it's a mandatory boss fight. Like, you have to do this. Because you get the watchtower basement key. Where is it? Let me see. Key to the basement of the watchtower in the Undead Burg. The basement of the watchtower forms a stone cell. There are rumors of a hero turned hollow who was locked away by a dear friend for his own good, of course. Oh, so this isn't the tower of the Hellkite Drake next to the bridge. No, 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 no. This is Havel's key. This is the only way to access Havel, unless you do have the master key. And since, for authenticity reasons, I decided not to pick the key, the master key, this is the only way I can reach the thingy, Havel, which is alright, understandable. So here's the deal. I got 15,000 souls. I should probably do the same thing. Go buy the crest and farm my souls back with a little extra from the lovely knights or lovely NPCs. Because there's a covenant that I will join there. And it's not because I want to play online or something, or because of the features, but because once you join that covenant, you'll get access to a certain ninja NPC. And that ninja NPC has a very, very unique ring that will, if you have this kind of a dodge, that will modify it to be kind of a acrobatic dodge, which is one of the best dodges in the game. So, and you can only find this, if I'm not mistaken, if I am, please correct me in the comments, if I'm not mistaken, that was the only time and the only way you can get that ring. And only in Dark Souls 1 you have a modified dodge, which is amazing, to be honest. It really is. Puts you in position for attacks, have a huge vulnerability gate, and it's just dandy. Now, oh, 16k. I think I will need to do some farming. These are not going to be enough. Oh, but with this, only 1200. Damn, that's not enough. That's not enough at all. But this is enough. This is just... oh yes. Yeah. Of course I will leave it with you. With this, I can make a divine winged spear. Oh, I do remember now that you need different types of titanite now in order to change and upgrade your weapons. Damn, that's gonna be tough. Divine is good, but I'm not gonna be going faith. I might go faith, level up a bit of faith, not to use some abilities, but you know what? Maybe I'll do some intelligence. That's the other things that I never did in Dark Souls 1. And my only intelligence character is in Dark Souls 3. That's the only time I did an intel character. Like a full-fledged intel character. But we're not gonna do that, obviously. Sorry. The only thing I need from you is the Crest of Artorias. At this point of the game, you absolutely don't have to do this. Really. There are many things, many places you need to go, and just having this is pointless. But you know me. I do like to have them. So the order of things I want to do now is, first things first, get me the green or grass crest shield for that stamina, sweet stamina regen. That's one. Second, if I can defeat the knight. Second, well, that will be in the next episode, hopefully, try and defeat Havel. And third, continue our journey in the right direction. I think Capra Demon. It's the Capra Demon, which is our next big adventure. Ooh, large. That's really good. And the Depths. Capra Demon and the Depths, which is kind of untrue because that's not even the depth, that's just like near the surface. We know where the real depths are. Is this where the item is? There's like a bow and a armor here. Oh, there we go. Leather armor and longbow with a feather arrow. Really good. So this is the way. And I think some people who want a very powerful weapon kind of come all the way down here first thing first. It's easy to access, you can just dodge that demon, and the only thing you have to do is kill this knight, this silver knight. Is it a silver knight? I think it is. No, it's a normal black knight. Make certain not to fight him in that small area because you would probably die, as I did many times. Ow, dude, I'm explaining things. Give me a second. I said give me a second, dude. Dude, come on. Relax a bit. Oh my god. See, this is one of those things that always happen to me. I always get locked into this sort of bad decisions series things that I make, where instead of just taking a step back, getting ready and fighting the dude seriously, I just do the wrong thing, one wrong thing after the other. Speaking of wrong things, get rid of this and get this. At least I get some poise. But don't worry, buddy. I am gonna defeat you the proper way. I was torn between backstabbing him and riposting him, and that, of course, did cost me a death. Never hesitate in Dark Souls. Either attack normally, backstab, or get ready for a riposte, or die. I hear you. No? Though the range of the winged spear isn't big enough, it's still good enough to poke from a bit of a far away. So that was that's always a nice advantage for me. Remember the first time I came through here, man, camera was shaky, almost 30 FPS, and it felt like this place is humongous. Like, it's not just huge, it's humongous. Like, with, of course, the imagination, it felt like a huge forest, to be honest, with the sound, and it's amazing, to be honest, to be able to make the player, or the player's imagination, interfere with something is a big asset. Like, this smoky effects, which were enhanced back in the day, the sky that you can barely see, the trees in the distance, just makes or paints a perfect panorama view to what awaits you, or what are the things that you are going to do. But in the end, this place isn't that big. It isn't that big at all. There's this place, there's the Hydra place, which I didn't know that was a Hydra the first time. I just realised that there's something huge attacking me with water attacks, and it was destroying me. Ooh, I can't repost that. That I can. It's been a while since I last. Have mercy, it's been a while since I last fought one of you guys. And I die again. Oh man, come on! I'm unable to get the right rhythm here for some reason. I'm just being hasty, of course. It goes without saying. Well, since these 2 deaths occurred, sorry guys, we'll have to postpone killing that idiot to the next episode, which I will do. In between episodes, I think... Oh, no. I will go and kill him first. Or maybe not. Maybe not. I just wanted to farm. So here's the deal. I'm going to go farm some souls. I'm not going to use them because I don't want to give myself an unfair advantage. Go kill the guy, get the grass crest shield, light the bonfire, level up there, and then continue our journey. I can kill him. I killed him with even less levels, right, like this. My other character was a perfect repost and parry, so this sucks. But hey, these things happen. This has been Yagami, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for watching, and I see you guys in the next episode.